and as well exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Welcome. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Make HOAG Money. It is still Monday, January the 30th. Looks like we've got a rather intimate group here for us today for Make HOAG Money. This is me. CFTC disclaimer, of course. We all know that trading is risky. We should only be using capital we can afford to lose. One of the things we love about Top Step is we're going to put that risk capital up for you upon success in the trading combine. We are trading a live account today. Everything we do is for educational purposes only. The rules for Make HOAG Money, kindness and respect are expected above everything. Of course, there's always differences of opinion when it comes to markets. We're going to have a couple people enabled to talk if they would like to. Anybody has the opportunity to join me. We're going to be all involved in the decision making, and of course the context of that decision is going to be helpful for everybody. We're going to use the chat room to discuss trades. Only those in the Zoom meeting will be able to vote, however. And we're going to be focused on the micro S&Ps for opportunities. We're not trading just to trade. We're looking for legitimate opportunities here. We're not going to be taking losing trades, which is, of course, joke. We know there are going to be losses. We have to learn to cut them and then move on. And then feedback for Make HOAG Money is, of course, helpful and vital. Again, we've got a relatively intimate group here in the Zoom meeting. Hello, everybody. Rob P., Jay Meister, JT, and Mike on YouTube. Good afternoon, everybody. You got Vince here, JM, Matt, and a bunch of others chiming in to say hello. Alejandro, it's good to see everyone. Let's get to the charts here and start looking at what we might find as far as opportunities are concerned. We were just talking in group coaching about the look below the overnight low and then a pullback inside of it. Is pulled back a number of times. I'm going to go ahead and take this because I think it's a decent opportunity for us. I'm going to put our risk. Not very good trade location, I'm afraid, but I'm going to put our risk down here at 38. And we'll see what happens here. One of the things that I like to look at is our friend Ben likes this too, is when the market looks below the overnight high or below the overnight low and above the overnight high, when it pulls back inside of it, that can give us a decent opportunity for a decent trade. So we're going to see if this works out. We've looked below. We've rejected price below the overnight session. We are sitting here and along at 43 even. We're going to see how this plays out. Would anybody like to join me today? Benjamin Cartagena. I have a feeling I know who you are. Vince, hello. Good to see everyone. Anybody want to join me? Let me know, and I can let you speak and share your charts and all that good stuff. If not, that's all right as well. So we know what we've got coming at us this week as far as economic numbers. I did a word search in Zoom, in Discord. I'm not sure where the link is for the Zoom meeting on Discord, and there's two different links to get into Make HOAG Money. There's the early session and there's the late session. Here is the link for the late session if you want to go ahead and join on Zoom. This keyboard seems to be giving me some problems lately. If it's not one gremlin, it's another one. Rob P. in the Trading Combine 2. Good. We're looking forward to your success. All right. We're just kind of hanging here. Normally, I don't do this. I don't take trades. Just thought I'd do this. Let's see. Let's take a quick vote on if we like this trade. Let's go back. Let's say fish or cut bait. Do we want to take this trade or do we want to cut bait? You can vote now. There's only a few of us in here, so let me know what you think. Okay, my real risk for this trade would be much bigger to the downside. So far, we're a lot of fishermen here. So we're going to move this. Here's the results of the 60% fish, 40% cut. We'll see what happens. These are micros. We'll see how this plays. I think we may be a little bit too early to look for this long. I tend to like to do these at the end of the day, but we will see. We will see. Kevin short 40.43. Where we're long. You're looking for it to go down to 40. That's quite the move. Quite the move. I hope for your sake it goes there. Not getting much success on this rather impulsive trade. Now we've put in a weak low. Greg, using the swing high and low from Wednesday to Friday, we found a turnaround at the 50 level on the fib. Can you check? So, swing high and low from Wednesday to Friday. Let's take a look. Wednesday to Friday. We may just do this on the daily. Fib. Friday. This will be somewhat Wednesday. Yep. You're right, Greg. There it is. I can add the price too. Show price. 40.36.39 as we have it set. You know, we've came back to the halfway back mark. Good eye, Greg. Good eye. Nice. I should put those up on my charts once in a while, huh? So I see a lot of folks kind of commenting on the one-time framing to the downside. since about B period, right? Here's the chart. We have our VWAP and outside lines from that. What I'm thinking is we've got some pretty deep negative delta here throughout the session. Okay. It's been getting deeper and deeper as price goes lower and lower. This has me thinking that we've got short time framed sellers in control of this market. They've been hitting the bid, pushing price lower, and pushing price lower. So, and that's been largely one time framing lower. But I think at some point they're gonna get too short, and they're gonna probably want to go home flat before tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got employment, Case-Shiller home price, FHFA home price, Chicago PMI, and consumer confidence all before 9 o'clock. Those aren't really going to be necessarily hugely impactful releases. But if we're right, that this is mostly short time frame sellers trying to keep this market to the downside, then eventually they're going to get too short. Now, I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But it's late in the day. We've got some considerable negative delta all piled up to the short side. And if it's short time frame traders, there may be a pretty decent pullback. I could certainly see a pullback back to VWAP, the point of control from the session from today. Again, I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. Sometimes the weak low that gets put in is not necessarily indicative of a unfinished downside auction. It's the short time frame traders just getting too short to continue to push price lower. So we've taken a considerable amount of risk on this trade. I'm not sure if we're going to get 2-to-1 on it, if we even do. Kevin's saying it's too much red on your screen for a long. And everything is lower. That's okay, Kevin. We all have differences of opinions, right? And I hope you're right. The trend is your friend. Yes, it is, and I'm always a contrarian for some reason. But I've established the risk. If we had our original stop in there, we would have gotten hit. But I need some green on my 10-minute before I think about it. Well, let's see how this plays out. While I have everybody's attention, would we prefer Make HOAG Money to be 4 days a week on the open? Or maybe 2 days on the open, 2 days on hour after the open? Don't forget tomorrow at the open always. Melanie, yes. 4 days on the open. Don't forget tomorrow we have Matt Hoyt coming for us. He's going to be showing us his pitchforks. 3 on the open and an hour later. Well, we're considering doing just that. Kevin, every day, all day. Is it possible to make it at an earlier time? Well, we do it 2 days a week at 8:20 for the equity open. Talking about making all of them the morning. We're going to get stopped out here right now. Eh. Huh. Generally, it's an older crowd on the ES. The elders. NAS is a younger crowd, younger demographic. I would say that that's probably true, Mike, because I can't handle the NASDAQ. So we just got stopped out. I don't really see that there's anything great that's going to be happening here now. I'm not in the frame of mind to think that it's going to really continue that much to the downside. But again, I've been wrong before. But now we've got negative 14,000 delta. The sellers have really been emboldened. Kevin, thank you. Thank you. I can always use a good heckling. Kevin says he told me so. Greg, negative delta means all day since the open of the regular trading hours, almost 15,000 contracts more have traded on the bid than on the offer. So if market orders come in and buy, that's positive delta. If market orders come in to sell, that's negative delta. So what I'm looking at is the large amount of negative delta, which is congruent to direction. Longer time frame traders don't use market orders if they're trying to get an accumulation, unless we've got all time frames working in concert to the downside here. I don't see that as a strong probability. So I'm looking at downside continuation with deep negative delta tells me it's shorter time frame traders. Shorter time frame traders are not likely to be holding positions overnight. So the later it gets and the deeper we get into the red, it may incite some longer time frame traders at some point. But knowing what we've got coming at us this week, I think the longer time frame traders have been working on just getting an even hedge for Wednesday. They're going to continue to do that for the next day and a half. Shorter time frame traders think they got us on the run down here. So we were looking at, in the group coaching session, the possibility that a move below the overnight low and a pull back inside the overnight low could be enough to scare some of our shorts, which obviously it has not. So we've got shorts continuing to be emboldened, pushing price lower. We don't have a delta divergence, so negative is bid, yes. Positive is offer, yes. So market orders hitting the bid is negative delta. So we can look at this and say, well, 14,100 more contracts have traded on the bid than on the offer. It's aggression. Kevin's sitting on his hands. Okay, so does anybody have any suggestions on what they want to do down here? I'm not sure. Oops, hang on. I'm not sure if there's anything that we want to do. Yeah, the short time sellers will cover into a higher time frame, selling into 40.27.50 Thursday, pour low. I like that idea. There it is. That could certainly be a target for us today. Joe says long if we get back above 40.40, overnight low. Do we like that? We can put a stop up there to get long if we do get back up there. Let's check it. Do we like it if we put a stop above 40.40 to get long? JM, yeah, it's hard to play, right? It's kind of drifting lower. Kale's been shorting the halfback of each period. Interesting. Interesting idea, Kale. Naztic. Stuck in the middle, are we, Mike? Janice on the left, J Power on the right, us in the middle. That is a good reference. So 67% like that idea. So we'll go 40-50. All right, we'll see what happens. I don't think it's necessarily that bad an idea. Should have, could have, would have. I hate that. Whenever I say that to myself, I know I've missed something, and there's something for me to learn when I say that. Here's our results for those of you on YouTube. 67% like the idea of taking a long back inside the overnight low for a push back to the upside if our short time frame is getting too short. We shall see. Still holding here around 14, 15,000 negative delta. Not getting much bounce. So you get Nasdaq talking about looking at this this low here for kind of a target. But I would be looking probably to put my stop beyond that. What do we think about that? Do we look for a potential long down here near this previous poor low? Call it 28 with a 25 stop? What do you think? We're checking long 28 with a 25 stop against this poor low down here. I don't know. We seem to be barking up the wrong tree looking for longs so far, but Kale, I can do that. We're about half and half with this idea. It might take me a minute, but we're half and half with that idea. So let me go with S&Ps. Do we want regular trading hour session only, or do we want the entire session? Asking you, Kale. Regular trading hour session. We're going with a little bit of a composite profile here. So I think we're relatively close to that. We're all the way back to the 17th. So here's your point of control. Yeah, you got to do it one at a time. So we're pretty close to that little point of control down there, aren't we? But if you want to unravel them, it's much easier. Remove all splits and merges. Boom. Kevin, if you want to show what you're talking about, yeah, if I make you a panelist, you'll be able to show your charts. Here we go. Now, if you have a microphone, if you unmute yourself, you can speak. Got to have the microphone.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hey, there you are. You got it.
All right, cool. Make me co-host. I'll share my screen.
I can just stop my share and you can show.
Okay. Let's see here. Here we go. Portion. All right. So I got a lot going on here.
Yeah,
Probably too much.
that's all
All
right.
right, this is the ES. So this is what I said about at 2. Yeah, at 2 o'clock at 4:50. I was short on the NQ at this time, so I didn't take that trade. That's why I said you should have. Let's see here. On the NQ, I went short right over here, and I got out right at the bottom, for a triple bottom, and then I went short here and got out right here. The beginning of the day, I took a loss, big loss.
It happens.
I was waiting for everything to go in line, and then everything went green to the upside. So I went long right here. I had 20 points. I didn't take it. Went against me. I held on to the NQ, big mistake. And I went short. I hedged my bet. I went short right here on the ES. So I followed this down. I had over 20 points.
Nice.
I didn't take it.
Uh,
I got out right over here. So I got out with like 15 points.
well, that's all right. That's good.
Right now I'm up 20 points on the ES. I'm down 57 points on the NQ. I'm up 116 points on the YM. I went short on the YM. I went short on the ES same time. Let's see here. Right. I put a short over here on this candle, and then I added to it at this candle. I had 2, so I had 340 points on the way down.
No YM, nice.
I didn't take it.
Oh,
I would have been positive, like, pretty nice. So now I'm like a little over break even between them all.
well, start taking some of those profits.
Right. I think I got out like right over here, and then I went short again over here. So you see it came up quite a bit. So I was like, this is very little bit of money. But that's what I did. And then I went short like over here, took a little bit of heat, and then got out over here.
What are the horizontal red and green lines?
These are the super trends. This is on a Sierra chart.
Sierra chart, okay. Yep.
Right, they offer super trends, and that's pretty much what I do all my trading based off. When the super trends and the 10-minute. So over here is a 10-minute on the YM. Over here is a 10-minute on the ES, and a 10-minute on the NQ. Obviously, I should have gone short over here because it was red, but all my bottom woodies were green, so I thought I was going to flip and go back to the upside, so I didn't take it.
All right.
So just taking shorts off of the 3-minute for the most part.
Got
This is a dollar move, and this is a volume move, and the time move. So I'm all separated. But yeah, so I'm up 20 points. Like I said, I tell you a lot. I think I say that at the end of every day. I had a lot more, but this is what I have now.
Well, if you could take a profit, you'd be in good shape.
Right.
Why do you think that is, Kevin? Do you get dollar signs in your eyes? Every trade's going to be worth more, worth more, worth more.
I tend, like, for the longest time, I would hold on to my losers and not hold on to my winners. Like, get a small win and jump out. Get a small win, jump out. I was like, I need to reverse that. So it's easier to hold on to the winners.
Yeah, of course, right?
When everything's going your way, all my charts are pointing down. And then when I say my points are pointing down, this is a day chart over here. So this has me a little bit nervous. So this is green, but down. Everything else is red, so it's not going up, But it always does make me a little nervous when this guy's not red too. Get down, at the bottom up. Stochastics. So I got rid of my stochastics on all my other charts because it kept me out of good trades.
Yeah, it's
Pointing in the wrong direction.
too lagging, right?
Yeah. Or like, I don't know. Like on Friday. Let's see here, go back to Friday. So go back real quick.
We're getting a good pullback here. We may be in our long here at 40.50 pretty quick.
Okay. I can see.
I know you don't like that. You got your red line right about here.
Right. Right. So if I grab the long off that super trend on the YM, like I said I had a little bit of green on a 3-minute. This is the only green I had. Everything else was red. If I would have taken a long, it would have been right at this price, and then try to exit at this price. But it was way too much red for me to take it long.
All right, so
But this would have been a good shot.
if we were to take, if we do end up in this long coming into the close here, where I think we're seeing MOC imbalances to the sell side, where's our risk on this, Kevin?
If I were long right now,
we're not long yet.
right now, I would have gone long over here.
Yeah, you would have been much better trade location, right?
Right. And then it would have looked for an exit here or here. If this was green, if this bar was green, I would have considered it. But you could say this was green, and that would have been a wrong move. So,
Right.
So it's time to just sit on my hands.
Yeah, well, it's late. It's late in the day, right? It's hard to find anything decent.
And let me show you my my stressful trade on Friday. I think I posted I expected the high of the day to be at lunch, and I did act on that. So that was a mistake.
Yeah, you put like some times out there where you're expecting some of this shit to happen.
Right. Yep. This is the 27th. Go back over here. 27th. So yeah, I was expecting lunch to be the high of the day, right over here, 1 o'clock, and I thought I was gonna top out and then just begin the fall into the close, and then continue a big sale into the last hour, like chop around here. So I went short right on this candle on 10-minute. I should have went short off this bar, but I would have taken out. I wasn't right out over here, but I was short over here. Took some heat, went against me, went up, and then I added over here at this bar. I followed it down to break even. I chopped out.
All
So
right.
it worked out.
All right, cool.
It wasn't a real profitable situation.
So now we're in this long. I'm wondering where the stop needs to be.
For a loss,
Yeah.
like I said, if I would have gone
You would have been in. You wouldn't be long here. You'd be long lower.
right up that super trend. Like I said, if I would have went long, I would have went long over here, and then I would exit probably right here.
So you're looking at 40, 48.
Right, 40, 46, 40, 48, right here.
All right, I'm going to take the screen back here for now.
Sure. Yep.
So here we are. I think we really just want it to hold back inside the overnight range. Half back, Kale says. So that half back would be right here, 36 half. So we'll go 36. Oops. So that's current half back for this range. We can trail it on that half back. There we are. Let's take out this high here. Let's go. Somebody get out and push. Kevin? Get out and push.
No thanks.
Ah.
If I were to go long, it would be at the 40.36 now.
Right where our stop is, right?
Right, that's where I'd go long.
Yeah, we are in M period. We're looking at some MOCs to the short side, it looks like. Yep, early MOC, billion sell side.
And I would hold on until that green line flipped to super trend, flipped from green to red.
At the low.
If it held green, I would hold on. If it flipped red,
You'd be out.
hit the reverse button probably.
And we still have a lot of very short delta here. 15,000. 54. $36.25 is the 8-day point of control. There's always so much to think about and look at with everybody looking at all the different things that they look at. Kevin, I told you to get out and push. Just continuous. One time frame. Look at how negative delta is now. 17,000. Where are my short coverers now? $18, $19. I would push, but I'm on the other side. Thank you, Jimmy Decker. I appreciate that. It's all right. That's all right. $19. Look at that delta. Look at this. Well, it's got to happen soon if it's going to happen.
My 3 minutes still green. You're good to go.
We're good.
10 minutes still red though.
Yeah. We're just trying to catch our direct competitors the wrong way here. If they're too short and they're going to flatten up, it might be an interesting 15 minutes. If not, oh well. Come on, you dogs. MOC is sell side. Here we go. $19,000 negative delta. Let's see if they get paid or if I do. Yes, Vince, delta is crazy, right? Caesar, so the hypothesis is, with the delta as negative as it is, I'm going on the hypothesis that the downside momentum today, the downside movement, has been largely short time frame traders. Betting on the idea that they're probably going to want to go home flat. There's a whole bunch of short time frame, weaker hands traders holding shorts right now. If they all bail, we could see a push to the upside. So we're just trying to hang on here to see if we're going to catch that. I think we just got stopped out of that. So it didn't work. It's okay, at least not yet. We're going to watch this next 30 minutes or next 10 minutes at least, and we'll see how this day plays out. That's one thing we've got against us is the MOC imbalance is sell side. So we're seeing some selling coming in. $21,000 negative delta. Market's not moving lower. Vince. Off T4, 21.4, 21.6. It's lining up with TS Trader. Just very aggressive market order hitters.
My 3 minute is back to red.
Of course it is. Kel says now short halfback and M. Wowie. Okay, here we go. 10 minutes to the close. Gonna give it one more shot to see if we catch these shorts. You should have noticed we're long 37.75. And I'm just going to hold it over exit at market and cancel all orders. I want to see a big push to the upside. If it doesn't happen, we're out. Now you can just put a stop here. And if that gets hit, we're done. And we're done. All right, well, so far we're not getting our deep pullback here. Delta negative 23,000 now. Market isn't really breaking with all that selling coming in. This selling begets new selling. What a day. $23.4. Sellers just not giving up. I'm fighting the world here. Maybe the big dogs are the sellers today. It's quite possible, Vince. It's quite possible. We haven't been very successful for longs here yet, have we? You got 6 minutes till the close. Gotta be some shorts here that are just itching to get out. But I've been wrong before. Kevin, thanks a lot for joining me today. And the shorts are just not itching. Well, it depends on what we see in open interest tomorrow, Caesar. Long liquidation. We had a B-shaped profile for the better part of the day. Brad, good. You traded what the market gave you. That's good. Yeah, we fought it here today. Although, this one you can put on me. But tomorrow, for Make HOAG Money, you guys got to make me some money. Thought I was smarter than the market. It happens. Just brutal selling. Gonna watch till 3 o'clock here, and then we'll call this a session. Nice, Cal. This here, market profile, Jenny. Rooster. Yeah, we are. Unfinished downside auction, the target. Mike, something that I've been looking at for 30 years, and I'm still trying to figure it out, right? No, it's the tool that's kept me in this crazy industry for 30 years. Check out the YouTube channel. There's some basic information on market profile there, and if you're still interested in it, I can email me. I can send you some information about the basics of it, and something pretty cool too. You can email me at jhoagland@topstep.com, JHOAGLAND. No, it is. You don't have to pay extra for it, Jenny. My suggestion is come to group coaching. That is going to be on Wednesday at 12:30 Central. Here is the link to register if you don't already have it. And we'll go over some of the basics of it, and I can show you how to put it on your charts on TS Trader. Just let me know that you're here, that you're there, and ask, and I'll be happy to show you. Leo has been using the profile since 2012. Jim Dalton, yep, he's the godfather of the profile for sure. Yeah, we're not getting our deep pullback here. You're welcome, Jenny. My pleasure. Well, all right, folks. That's going to be it for this. Hope we learned something. I know I did. I'm always reminded that I'm not smarter than the market, that's for sure. So tomorrow morning, you guys bring your trade ideas. I'll see you for the early session of Make HOAG Money, 8:20 tomorrow morning. I'll see you on the reflection here in just a few minutes. If not, I'll see you tomorrow morning for the market prep. Have a good night, everyone. Trade well.